And now to talk about the new gun law and all things politics, I'm joined by our political contributor, Trimmel Gomes. Thank you for being here with us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
So talk with us. This legislation is getting a lot of buzz. A lot of people are talking about it. What are some of the concerns over the new law, and what are some of the benefits people are talking about?
Well, about this law, it's so broad that Governor Deal even gives up some of his authority to control guns in certain situations. That's how broad we're talking about. And of course, gun rights proponents like the National Rifle Association, they're applauding this. They're saying this is what is needed, and it allows for the protection from the good guys, from the bad guys. And of course, opponents are saying, well, this is far from what we need to see right now. This wide expansion of guns should not be in place right now, and it's going to cause more problem than it helps.
But as you said, you've even been going through the legislation and looking at some pieces that just surround this entire piece of legislation that's huge.
It's so extensive. Like the time it takes, like we need an actual hour to talk about this bill. Even from going through TSA lines, there are certain now relaxations that allows you to bring your gun in those areas. When it comes to schools, with permission, you can bring guns into certain schools, and even in churches, with permission from the pastor, you're allowed to bring guns in those facilities and areas.
So people, will need to read up on where they can and they can't, and of course instructors will have to as well, who instruct any kind of classes.
Yes,
for
indeed.
Sure. Let's switch gears now and talk about Florida politics. Now, polls show that Governor Scott is trailing behind former Governor Charlie Crist. So what might be causing this the governor to lag behind despite obviously his financial advantage?
Yes, Governor Scott, he has this big arsenal, this war chest, campaign war chest, but it's not working to his advantage still. But there's still time. We're so far away from the election from November that the governor can increase and gain some traction there. Former Governor Charlie Crist, what's working for him is his personality, his charm. Some say it's like, he's too slick of a politician, but right now people are more trusting of him, and if the votes were held today, he would certainly win the election. And of course, the Obamacare is the big thing. He was in town a couple of days ago, and people were protesting outside of where he was speaking at the Tiger Bay Club. Yes. But as you said, he's getting some of the popularity votes, too. Yes, I was there at that same event, and despite his embrace for the Obamacare, people are still are favorable for him. And despite his change from being a Republican to a Democrat, people are seeing that as like someone who's more flexible and not committed to one issue. They're able to be more flexible and open to different ideas. So that's working for him. But the governor, what's working for him is that he's helping the economy of Florida to move forward. Jobs, he's running on jobs. He's the jobs governor, and that's showing as far as like the employment rate so far. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you so much, Trimmel. Of course, we'll check in with you every Thursday night right here on the news at 6.